the GPAT tracker was available at that time. But from that PDF, I started my preparations, first things. And after that, I just follow that PDF 1 to 2 times, because there is very less times, 1 to 2 months for the examinations. And from that PDF, I got 20 to 30 questions almost, and it is really beneficial for me. And I could not think that I could not score even very good. But since the PDF I use, and 1 to 2 months, I just read that PDF, and I got. It is true that I got 25 to 27 questions from that PDF only, and I secured 95 scores. And at that time, I could not clear the paper. After that, I just think that what to do, what not to do. I just went to finish my semester examinations, and whenever the semester examinations just finish, and I think that I have to prepare and start the preparations. So. What I think for that, again, that I have to take the Sachin material like GPAT tracker. At that time also Achievers was available at that time. So I again that what the two things that at that time PDF was there. Now it is remote-less book. My fast preparation from those 2 PDFs and previous year's papers. Which was in the GPAT previous year papers, because first thing we have to know that how was the pattern, so that after that we have to prepare according to that. So if you know the patterns, yes sir, yes sir. Sir, whenever I just check the result, I was totally astonished, and I am feeling very happy, and I enjoy the day throughout the day, and hoping for as soon as possible I will join the Niper exam, Niper Mohali. Sir, I got MS Pharmaceutics. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. So actually, I was completely free after my semester examinations. All throughout the day, I just what to think for that terms, how to start the preparations. I get an idea from previous year papers. That is, from previous year papers, I got an idea something about what they ask, and in the papers. So I just solve 15s first, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. I just know the tracks of the papers, and I able to track something that I differentiated the major and minor subjects. After that, I just started my preparations. First, I able to know that the subjects like pharmaceutics, pharmacology, jurisprudence, and organic chemistries. These are very frequently asked by the GPAT, and which is previously was conducted by AICT and now NTA. And recently trend is that NTA is more focusing on the basics of the paper, and so that the cutoff is nowadays is a little bit higher as compared to previous months. So I think that our juniors must be prepared with very thoroughly from basics, and after that they have to solve some MCQs on the daily basis, because MCQs build up their confidence, as well as if they solve a lot of questions on daily basis, they can solve more number of questions in GPAT examinations. But so it will be very beneficial for them if they studies daily only studies, or only studies are not practicing questions. It will be very problem in that GPAT examinations, because they will not able to find out which is right, which is wrong, and 2 to 3 options will be very confusing in between them, and one option will be very you have to just eliminate that, and you will only practicing through it by solving MCQs. So my first suggestion is that first suggestion is that going through at least five years of papers, looking for the trends. And now I suggest that at least 5 years of papers and 2 years of as per the NTA formats papers. 2 years, and they will very good, and they're very aware about that paper, what they ask. And after that they will easily know that. And I just compartmentalize 3 things, that is the minor subjects and semi-major and major subjects. Like major subjects you can very thoroughly with pharmaceutics, biopharmaceutics, physical pharmacy portions, and or we can say that total entire pharmacy for pharmaceutics portions, and pharmacology portion, jurisprudence portions, because in these 2 to 3 subjects you will get at least 45 questions. Sure, definitely 45 to 50 questions they will ask. So it is very easy and scoring area. So I just recommend to all my juniors that they follow and started from that minor, major and semi-major subjects. Semi-major subjects is that like your biochemistry, organic chemistry, they are semi-major. So undergo semi-major subjects, because from organic chemistry they surpass the medicinal chemistry papers. And in organic chemistry they asked name reaction, 2 to 3 questions will be there, and from basics there's 1 to 2 questions will be there. So definitely it will be help them, and they will crack easily the papers. And it is very mark fetching, and those who all of us are that just nervousing about all we know that the chemistry, but chemistry is very easy and it needs practice, and you just need what to study. Not the it does not take total to cover the syllabus, but you just need what to study, like name reactions, aromatics, like pericyclic reactions, all the basics for reactions mechanism. This much, not more than that. This is the main basics of organic chemistry, and if you complete these things, and you will easily and get up to 5 questions. You can attempt 3 to 4 questions. Yes, definitely. And just at that time, just keep and calm and solve. And from biochemistry, it is also 4 to 5 questions are there. If we include microbiology and biochemistry, the 4 to 5 questions will definitely got from that. And from like minor subject like pharmaceutical management is there, and other things like biotechnology is also there. 1 to 2 questions, hardly 1 to 2 questions. So, and hospital pharmacy is there. These are minor subjects. You have to just focus on weekly basis. It will be very enough for you to for the preparations. So go through that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is the best. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is a very important question, and I'm very thankful that the juniors are asking this kind of questions. So first thing, you have to decide your positions. Are you in second year or third year or last year? The preparation vary according to you. If you are in last year, main thing I just focus on the last year students, because they are in the last times, and hardly 2-3 months are left for the exam. But this year exams will be delayed, because as per the admissions is going on. So this year exams will be slightly delayed. So according to my opinion, last year students, they must focus on, because in this time they are also, and now coming after Puja, the college will remain open, and rigorous classes will be there. So you have to just put your effort harder, and what to get the success. So for this last year students, I just want to mention something that try to solve as much as number of MCQs. I mentioned 2 to 3 weeks. Completely solve that books, MCQ book, like Pearson's books and Sachin Sir's Cracker Achiever, as well as new books, which is mentioned as theory portion and fundamental of pharmacy books. Only questions, because you have not enough time to solve or study all the things and study. Yes, only question. There is only hard 2 to 3 months left. So think it wisely. Okay. And solve only the questions from areas like organic chemistry, because it requires some basics, and other portions like study. You have to study pharmacognosy, because from question solving you will be very confused, and you will know that every question. But if you completely practice pharmacology and pharmaceutics, I think that if you thoroughly practice that, you don't read to much of those concepts. It will be easy for you. So from jurisprudence point of view, this is very important. subjects, but you can get hardly from our times. I think that I just faced two exams, GPAT 2010, 19 and 20, and since 5 to 6 questions, this was a small areas, but 5 to 6 questions are asked directly from that. Just focus on the major subjects mainly and practice through 100 questions at least a day from each subject, so that you will be, and revise that again, revise that after 7 days. You just revise that. So if you continue and it will be maintained throughout the or up to GPAT, you will definitely under rank 100. Definitely under rank 100. There are no doubts is that. But the consistency is required. Whatever we all do that, we started preparation 2 to 3 days, and after that we lethargy, and we are just idle, and don't hesitate to work again and again. So don't focus on that. Try to manage with college, because in upcoming college will be open. So let's see what happens in the pandemic situations. We have to get a lot of time. So try to, from since today, I just think that from today onwards, you just practice lot of questions from Ceutics, from Cology, from analysis, from cognosy, from jurisprudence, so, and from different books, as well as previous year papers with their explanations and revisions. So definitely, if you practice this question, you don't need to study any kind of textbooks. If you study textbooks 2 to 3 days after, you will again lost the memories. But if you revise them MCQs again and again, you will be definitely gain some things, and you will be feel inside from the bottom of my heart. I say that I must feel that a chorus that yes, I can something I will solve. So definitely try to anything that if students are, and from my side, during first times ignoring solving questions, but the solving questions is the important thing. That is, the importance is that 70% is questions and 30% is theory. You have to study for that. The applied thing is that questions. So you will definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I just mentioned something, the points, difference between GPAT and Niper. GPAT is actually, first thing 3 hours is there, and Niper is 2 hours. And in Nipers, in 200 questions, you have to solve in 2 hours. And in GPAT, you have to solve 125 questions. So you can judge that. The question level, the difference between the hardness, what is that? There is hardness between the GPAT and Niper. But according to mine, from this year's, Niper questions was very tough. Very tough. If we compare the 2019 GPAT paper, the Niper questions was very tough. And Niper mainly focuses on the areas like biochemistry, biotechnology, organic chemistry, pharmaceutical analysis, mainly NMR and mass spectroscopy, UV also, IR. The spectroscopy portions mainly focus, and organic mainly they focus on stereo and name reactions. And from others, if we share the something that mathematics, they asked in this year, they asked 10 to 15 number of mathematics questions. We have to be thorough with that. Yes, sir. 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 There was also 2 to 3 questions from COVID questions. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So actually, lack of preparations, I couldn't able to manage fastly from time. I started some making notes from YouTube's, and I just see the paper 1 to 2 times lightly. That how they focus on. I just want to judge the papers. Because, I just mentioned thing that people very you can just imagine. You can't imagine whatever the books available for examination, like in an INAM, that the all you can not believe in that thing. I just started paper, and I just asked my seniors. They also told me that the INAMDA patterns was don't follow that patterns, and the book was completely wrong on the matters. GPAT is very good. INAMDA book is very good for previous year practice GPAT. For Niper preparation, I just mentioned, and I just firstly I 2 to 3 hours I just started solving the problems from previous year books, and I rest of time I just enjoy 1 to 2 hours from news movies, and after I read some news, and after that during my evening times I just revise the GPAT things whatever I completed, and again the Niper things whatever today's my today's completions, like that. So one must request is that don't hesitate that you or don't think that you can crack it, because Niper is top actually. Niper is top. Is the first gateway, and if you, yes sir, yes, yes sir, thank you sir. GPAT is easier because in GPAT you have to if you score just qualify that, it doesn't matter whatever, you just qualify, and if you score well in Niper you will get into good reputed organizations. Also in GPAT as there for BHU and ICT, that is also a very good organization. But what people suggest, what people think that they crack GPAT and they don't prepare for Niper examinations, so they will fail in the Niper examinations. So, but I must suggest that you, yes sir. Yes sir. No, sir. Actually, no, sir, no, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. So I just mentioned that juniors, please maintain consistency up to Niper, not up to GPAT, and thoroughly, and don't focus on if you think that your friends or seniors are going to coaching, they are successful. It is completely wrong things, because from Niper point of view, I just said that I'm not joining any kind of institution. I think that this is very beneficial for me. Yes, sir. I never ever joined any kind of classes in Niper. Study is very important because you have lot of times and you have no burden on that. Coaching will coaching have burden on you. They will practice lot of questions. They will the freeness will be decreases. You have to maintain a simple. If you think that you are a lazy person, you must go to coaching. Understand? If you think that you have a sincere and you can do it, no required for coaching. If you think that you are not study, you are not able to study, your mind is not consistent, and you are very frustrated on your preparation, then only you can join any kind of coachings. So after that, you will be. They will put some effort from their sides, and you will be at least you will listen some things. Okay, so coaching is just a gateway that they will just provide the way that how to study or what to study, how to practice lot of questions, time management. These are the main things. We just think that, but actually the self study is always better. Always self study is better if you maintain the consistency with proper routine. And definitely you will rank 1 also, rank 10 also. You can't imagine. Even I also, my first time rank was 9,505. At that time I was a failure. And when the GPAT, before the GPAT examination, I was totally harassed and confused that whether this time I will be able to clear or not. And thanks to God's and parents and my teachers, and I able to clear also. And before going to the GPAT examination also, that is my personal sharing, that personal feelings I just share, don't bother on it. So if you think that you don't know nothing, these feelings will come in your mind. You feel completely new. At that time, you will think that you will be in the right pathway, because if you solve a lot of questions, your mind will be exhausted at that time. Just relax and whatever that before 4 to 5 hours, take complete rest. Before I just mentioned you that this is a very important things. We just miss these points. Before going to examination, before 2 to 3 hours before, you just wake up, not just going to sleep, just wake up at that time before 2 to 3 hours of examination, and just take a bath and a light meal or whatever your favorite food. Just take that and using a earphone and just going to the examination hall. You rock it. You all rock it. This is the secret to success. If you can't believe it, or otherwise, if you solve a lot of questions throughout the night, your brain is exhausted. We all face that before the semester examination. We also face all these kind of problems, that throughout the night we will study. After that, in examination, we think that where I saw these questions, where I saw that questions, a lot of confusions comes to our mind at that time only. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, sir, may I continue, sir? Yes, sir. So, if you think that, or juniors, I just always think that if you think that you are lazy and you could not start preparation, so my suggestion is that you just search for a locality tuitions or coaching center for 1 to 2 months. You will get a pace. Like you will be in think that you will be in a race. After that, you can switch over to your self study. If you think that you will not started preparation, something lethargy will come. 1 to 2 months, it will be very problematic for you. After that, definitely you will continue from your side selves. So you will be very fast. Don't think for that. So coachings will sometimes will be better, and sometimes also it will also burden. So I face on that because I joined also a coaching center, and there is a lot of work on it. If I saw this, I think that I have to study Suetics. There will be a ecology examination. What I will do, I will study Suetics or else I will study ecology. I always study Suetics and going to that ecology examinations, and I come to with a mark with very less mark. So coaching will be like sometimes I feel that it will be a burden. But in self-study, will be your own masters. You will be own masters, but try to make a proper plan, proper diet, proper sleep, proper health, and at last I will suggest proper revision. This is the most important things, and solving lot of MCQs. Okay, so I'll definitely will get that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, I want to mention something that whenever I just started my preparations from my juniors, I just suggest to all of you. I could not know anything up to 7th semester. I just pass. I never ever take a back on the semester, but I just pass on it. I just class. But I think that I have don't know any kind of anything or knowledge. I don't know nothing at that time. I just came to meet within a just in WhatsApp group with Fundamental Pharmacy. First thing during my 6th semester examinations. 6th semester examination at the time that 2017 or 2018, I completely know that Sachin sir is there, and I just in a week I called to 4 to 5 times in a week, or even more than that, sir, for the guidance, what to prepare, how to prepare. And because I am completely new to that field, and as a fresher, we all are freshers. One day we all are freshers. After that, if we get success, definitely we'll think that. But one day we all are like you. I am also a starter was 1 year before, and getting after the failure, I also get a success. So if you think that if you could not crack it, if you could not, don't think that. Fundamental Pharmacy is a very good platform. You can learn a lot of things. First thing, I started from preparation from Fundamental Pharmacy. After that, other things I have also mentioned. For my starter preparation during 6 semesters, very lightly, not like carelessly you can say, but don't do it that, and that's why I lost my 1 year. But I just mentioned that be thorough with that, was just simple, and just after that college you have to just sleep and study, not more than that. And Fundamental Pharmacy is a very good. The provide lot of online test series also, and very good books, very two good books. And I'm very unfortunate that I could not study the the latest Fundamental Pharmacy notes books, and I just ordered for my sisters. And before the Niper examination, I saw that the paper, the book was very good. And if you, I think properly, I think if you study it, definitely you will qualify in GPAT examination and single books. And solving some MCQ problems, and definitely will be qualifying in GPAT examinations. No need to study other books, or if you think that, don't require for theory concept of point of view, and for problematic point of view there are current Achiever is there, and Pearson's, and in other like other books. But theory point of view, there are a lot of less times, and book is very compiled, and very good book, very good book. And if you, I think that this will be much more than that. You think, and definitely, and we at that time I just what happened? I joined. I buy some books from other institutes, but you can't finish on that in proper times. This book, if you think 2 to 3 reading will be required and revisions will be required. So concept will be very clear. So don't one go study one books 3 times, not 3 books 1 times. So you will be very confused in the GPAT examination. One book 3 times gives you very good quality. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you will never ever even confused. Okay, like the institutes, I would not mention any kind of institutes in this platform, because there are a lot of institutes. They just I just face even the problems with that. The institute just putting off those. Some institutes, if you study sub-study or joined any kind of institute, or they will just started their marketing only. Okay, so don't buy the materials. I think that if you think that, just judge it, just compare it, and after that buy it. So if you think that this is a good book, and you have to mostly go through that, or if you are in mess or good friends, so try to buy different books and just sharing that. So don't buy a lot of books, because it does not require. I make a library in my house, but now it is no value during GPAT time. I also buy all the books, all the institutes I have notes and all the books. But at that time I think that I will complete a lot of things. But our mind there and time also, there is a main key factors. We just believe, and we have to believe that we have less times and you have to achieve more. So what we have to do is to solve a lot of questions, so that the papers will be automatically will be solved, and there is no read of 2 times 3 times. You just solve that questions. Similar to, like I just example, you have to solve tablets 100 questions, 150 questions. So just revise that 150 questions only. Yes, GPAT Niper, both of the purposes. 2 to 3 times. And so if you open the Lackman books and study that time, you will be definitely depressed. This is the only success. The toppers is not shared. Yes, I personally feel that the toppers not share these things. The MCQ is the key to success. MCQ is the key to success in any kind of entrance examination with GPAT and Niper. So try to solve number of. Yes, sir. 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 I just mentioned one thing that you are in a very good platform. If you think that his score very high, there is nothing. There is a simple the game will be there. The MCQ is just like nothing. The toppers will don't do the different thing. Do the things differently. You all know that. What they solve, I think that they join lot of test series institutes. They only join test series. Don't focus on the others. They solve lot of number of questions. And definitely, if you solve 100 to 200 questions, you can't imagine that during GPAT time, and you revise that 2 to 3 times with a single books. I just mentioned fundamental pharmacy books, and with proper review book, and definitely you will score under 100. Definitely, you can't imagine. And yes, apart from that, you will make a separate copy for problems. Like I just mentioned, from point of view. And organic point of view, at last I will mention what the problems they ask in the GPAT and Niper examinations, the difference, and from today onwards you just makes a separate copy of problem, so that during your last times you just revise it. Otherwise, problems are requires lot of practice. You just write on the copy, and at that time or last time you just revise that. Similarly, in the cases of organic name reactions, there is a 15 name reactions in the carbonyl compounds. Don't go through the other name reactions. And that 15 name reactions, you just practice the 3 to 4 times. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to mention my small story. Can I mention, sir? Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So during is a small story, and it's the enjoyment purposes. Okay, so 1 to 2 minutes. I during my semester examination, I scored 2 to 3 marks in a internal sections. Do you know, in medicinal chemistry, I just read that and I forgot all the structures. I forgot all the structures. It is already mixed up. 3 to 4 marks or 2 to 3 marks. I remember now. During my university examination, there is a class examinations. So don't focus on that, or don't try to mug up the things as much as possible. Try to mug up if you think that mug up is required for you. Small. Each day you have to try for it. Whatever I did before the examination medicinal chemistry, I started 8 hours before. I started study all the drugs, ANS, CNS. So it will in the examination hall it will merge up, and the structure was acetylcholine. I draw the structure of beta-choline like this. So don't medicinal chemistry required practice, but very small numbers of questions are there in GPAT examinations. So yes, the story is that whenever I think that I have to join for the GPAT or spend 1 year for the GPAT preparations, 6 months. There are hardly 6 months first time. So I think that whether I will fail or I will get success, it will always comes to your mind. Positive and negative sides will always come to your mind. So don't hesitate. If family burdens will be there, yes sir, will be there, and yes sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, definitely, sir. These are somewhere in so 6 semesters or 7 semesters, whatever the going on. So don't think that my first whenever I started preparation 2 months before the GPAT examinations. Hardly semesters, mid sem, 7 sem. I scored. I don't know nothing at that time. I don't know nothing. I just cracker PDF. First thing, this is truly from bottom of my heart. I just at that time. I just mug up because there is no how to study, what to study. There is nothing is that. So at that time there is hardly 1 to 2 months left, and the was quietly 300 pages. And at that time the PDF was available. So I just mug up and let's see what happens. So this is also help at that time. Also this is how, and because single PDFs I found out 20-25 number of questions. So this is also helpful. After that I record like you, and you will better know for the situations, and after that pass out I get a lot of times and I spend times with the studies. So up to 7th semester, yes sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, actually, I just want to talk you that don't demoralize, or if you think that your students or any kind of seniors, they can crack. So why? So how I crack? So don't think in the mind. Just started. Just open your books, and your book will be friends. Okay. So you have no seniors, no juniors, like that friendship relations will be there, but don't come there talk, because I feel at that time also. So senior can crack, the why, how I crack, because juniors or sometimes your roommates, if you are hosteliers, you will be facing some problems. So please avoid that. Okay. So definitely you just focus on your work and normal life, definitely will get your success easily. So don't focus and don't think that the result. Okay, just started preparations and just going on up to the lasts, up to the GPAT last. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And first thing that before study, whatever we do now, we study in late night, but this is a very wrong practice. Our mind become exhausted. Our mind is very active during the morning time, or whatever your situations, but don't try to mug up at late night, because we think that we have remembered, but after that 1 to 2 days we feel that we can't remember a lot of things, but it is a negative impact. If you study the structure of benzodiazepines, suppose diazepams, it will be a temazepams like this. Okay, so don't study at the subjects in the late nights, and it will be very difficult for all of you. So try to sleep at least 6-7 hours. Try to sleep. This is the most, and with continuity. With continuity, you have to little practice on daily basis, so that it will be very with revisions. Because if you may not get times at the time during my GPAT preparation, I could not properly revise the things. This is I just regret that on myself, that I could not revise my things. If I revise that, I could get a better rank. So I just suggest that. So from today onwards, whatever you do it, there is a lot less time. So practice lot of number of questions. Practice previous year questions, and solve MCQ on the daily basis. And read the only 1 to 2 books for theory. Don't read any kind of textbooks. Don't read any kind of textbooks. Author says that textbooks is very important for you, but this is not a time for last year students to study the textbooks. Okay, so the fundamental pharmacy books are there. A very good book. I personally recommend, because 4 to 5 books compilations at that times. The books are very good. The essence you can get 4 to 5 books. Definitely from pharmaceutics also, pharmacology also. So if we compare study 1 books, 2 books, 3 books, so definitely it takes a lot of times. So I recommended that 1 books is there. You can follow any kind of one books, not only fundamental pharmacy. You can book just any kind of pharmacy. I just example that, because fundamental pharmacy I just suggest that, because from my side of my point of view, this is a good book. From your it may be, or not be, which is suitable for you. It may be Pearson for you, it may be others book may for you, but try to follow at least 1 book 3 times, because there is very less time for you. And solve lot of number of questions from all the subjects, not only pharmaceutics and oncology. we all know that we are all lover of Ceutics and Cology, but apart from that, chemistry also, apart from that, cognosy also. Yes, cognosy you must have to revise on the daily basis, like charts and revisions, because it is very volatile subjects. So also Cology also require a lot of practice because it is very confusing. Sometimes it is very confusing while solving the GPAT problems. So you have to really practice with that and study along with that. And mods. Main thing is that mods. What is that mod? The linking of the subjects. Like Ceutics, you have to link with the pharmacology. You have to link with the HP, physical. What are the pathophysiology is there? Biochemistry is there. If you link that, it will be very easier for all of you, and the connections will be very tight, and you will not forget any kind of concepts in future purpose. Also, even the examination or the examiner of the NTA try to try to forget your concept, everything that so you will never ever lose. So you will be definitely able to choose the right options. So try to. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is the concept also. Don't try to get up before the 15 days of GPAT. Okay, it required a lot of practice. You at that time you can't get up. At that time you can't get up. Before you have to at least give 3 months, 3 to 4 months. From today onwards, you just practice it and make a routine. And don't forget, and don't be lethargic, and always stick to the routine. First thing that for 10-15 days you will not able to time manage. After that you have to make a launch, so try to make some comfortable routine, like not like that 10 hours 18 hours, maybe 5 hours, but try to split it in 4 to 5 sections, not at a times, like in morning, like in afternoon, like in evening, likewise like in 10 to 12, as per your comfort. If you a routine, make a routine like 10 to 12, 12 to 2, launch will be there. So how will that? So wisely make it a routine. So and at least there is a gap of 1 hour and 1.5 hours. Okay, so it will be very comfortable routine as far as possible. But try to cover up 2 to 3 subjects. Don't try to cover all the subjects. Try to cover up minor, major, semi-major comparatively. So definitely you will be in right track. So don't try to focus only on the major subjects. Sometimes semi-major subjects, major subjects can surpass the major also in future, because the competition level is very high. Na? So you have to just focus on the major, semi-major, and all this. Suppose you take Ceutics in Monday, so Ceutics, so you have to merge up with the physical pharmacy, Ceutics or whatever maybe. So after that you have to make a loose subjects also and semi-major subjects also. And second day also you take Cology, or you take any side, you have to log in, like merge up subjects or linking the subjects. Okay, so in third day also similarly you just patterns. And don't afraid of the medicinal chemistry subjects. People from the medicinal chemistry and organic chemistry, I just want to share some things. So if you practice, and definitely you will get success in medicinal chemistry and organic one, which is very, people think that it is a very difficult part for all of us, and Ceutics and Cology can be manageable, but it can't be manageable. So it is very, if you after that you think after the conversation that very easy subject is सबसे जो बोला जाता है, chemistry will be very easiest subjects. So how, let's see. So organic, you just name reactions, be thorough with that, and some basics only. And from medicinal point of view, I just wrote down, if anyone have notebooks, so please note, you have to study only that structures only. I just mentioned. So firstly, barbiturates will be there, detailed study will be there, required. Benzodiazepine structures, it will require detailed studies. And your antihistaminics classifications require detailed studies. And your others like, yes, cardiac glycosides requires detailed studies. And beta blockers, we all know that GPAT's favorite questions is beta blockers. Beta blockers require lot of studies. So please mention faster. And we are in a hurry in the meeting. There is a lot of 5 minutes left. Will be there. SARS gives us only 10 minutes. So hurry up. So others will be there. What about that? Penicillin will be there. Penicillin derivatives. They ask questions, and others like tetracyclines will be there. Okay, tetracyclines will be there. Penicillins will be there. Don't require a lot of structures to memorize, because if we require structures, will be in confusion. You will be in confusion. Yes. Yes. Yes, and others there is the diuretics portions will be there. Diuretics like loop diuretics portions will be there. They are frequently asked, and from NSID portions, diclofenac questions will be lot of times they ask, and ibuprofen questions there are lot of times they ask. So wisely prepare. And acetylcholine, the SAR acetylcholine, like selective muscarinic positions and selective nicotinic positions, they are frequently asked these questions. They are very basics. They require the very basics, and rest of the questions from medicinal chemistry will be covered up in ecology. Like they will simply ask selective muscarinic, M1 agonist, muscarinic antagonist. Very basic question. You could not judge that whether it is a medicinal chemistry questions or ecology questions. A lot of questions from the medicinal chemistry. Mainly half of the questions also covered up in the ecology. The remaining the structural parts, or the structural elucidation, structural activity relationship, whatever, or the basic moieties, like which amino acids is present or which basic ring is present. That's the most important thing. And I just suggest that use SARS books, or also there is a Pearson, there is also table is mentioned in that. You can just follow that. So don't do much of practice on medicinal chemistry. The outcome is very less outcomes. If you daily practice on that, you hardly solve whatever that you practice. You hardly solve 1 to 2 questions. So what is the requirement? GPAT does not require 125 question total to total solve. It just requires that you have to just qualify with at least we have to just target that 180 marks, because this time 163 marks are already covered up. So your times in futures 180 marks maybe will be there. So don't think that we have to answer all the questions, and nobody can answer. So everyone know the answer of the questions, but the topper score is 330 or sometimes 310, 300. Make your times the highest will be 350 or 340, not more than that. Yes, so don't think that, and if you think that you have to complete all the things, it is impossible. It is quite impossible, and it is also impossible, because medicinal chemistry, even teachers uses some books and copies to make some notes and structures, because there were a lot of derivatives are there, lot of derivatives and new drug molecules are comes. How they know it? They also refer. So just wisely prepare for it, like SAR structures, like which amino acid structures will be there, which basic nucleus will be there. These are the main key points. Which side chains will be there, the chemical classifications, simple things on daily basis. Like 10 to 15 minutes for daily medicinal chemistry. 10 to 15 minutes, that will be enough. With daily revision. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I mentioned some. Sir, I personal thanks to all my dear juniors and all of that, and special thanks to Sachin sir. Such a beautiful arrangement of, and I never ever joined any kind of meeting and interview. This is my first time, so I also able to interact, and I think that I am feeling very happy. And yes, all the best. And I just think that just focus, don't bother on the answer. Whatever the result will be always better. If your preparations will be better, results will always be better. So don't think about the results. So all the best to all of you for GPAT 2021 and GPAT also Niper 2021, and we all meet, and we will definitely all meet in Niper Mohali. Okay. So always remind that we all meet in Niper only. Definitely, those who are in webinars or in our meetings, we all definitely met in one place. At that time, so we'll take selfie and make some party. Okay, from Fundamental Pharmacy team. Okay, so thanks. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It is all your blessings, and I just nourished you. Whatever you shows the path, I just work on that, and definitely, and just follow the teacher's advice, and it is enough for it. Just follow the sir's advice. Sir is very cooperative, and so whenever the doubts will come, sir will solve, and there questions will be there. Just solve it, and definitely you will just crack it. Don't think for that. Whether if I able to crack, why not you? So definitely we all crack it. So don't. Thank you. All the best. All the best. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, genius. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.